The Chicago Sky teammates of Angel Reese, Ariel Atkins, Rachel Banham, Courtney Vandersloot, 3 ladies which were targeted in that hit piece that Angel Reese slid underneath the table. Yeah, they responded. Not only did they respond, but the Chicago Sky responded as well.
At this point, it's over. That whole Sky Barbie thing, that thing is over. Angel Reese is done in Chicago. They're going to move on. They have to.
Angel Reese was supposed to be the face of the Chicago Sky, a rookie phenom, a self-proclaimed savior. But just months into her WNBA career, she's not being celebrated, she's being called a betrayer. Her own teammates, veterans like Courtney Vandersloot, Ariel Atkins, and Rachel Banham are firing back. And the reason? One shocking interview and one brutal comparison to Caitlin Clark that shattered the Sky locker room from the inside out.
Let's see what Angel Reese had to say. I'm not settling for the same shit we did this year. Oh boy. Reese told the Tribune, we have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me. I'm willing and wanting to play with the best. And however I can help to get the best here, that's what I'm going to do this offseason. So it's going to be very, very important this offseason to make sure we attract the best of the best, because we can't settle for what we have this year. Overhaul this roster.
And watching the bottom of your screen, the contact by Reese.
You can see Angel's right hand got Aaliyah Edwards on the head. And if they do, Lisa, I'm okay with that too, because I think you have to officiate these teams very tightly.
So it'll be a technical foul on Angel.
It started with just a few sentences. Sitting down with the Chicago Tribune, Angel Reese didn't just say the team needed improvements. She said her teammates weren't good enough. She dismissed a WNBA legend as too old and suggested Chicago needed to replace role players who had been carrying her through a rough rookie year. These weren't just bold words. They were a public betrayal.
We can't rely on Courtney to come back at that age that she's at, Reese said. I know she'll be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. We need someone probably a little younger with some experience, somebody who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done it before. Courtney Vandersloot, by the way, 2-time WNBA champion, 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-WNBA first team, left the New York Liberty, a championship caliber team, to come help out the Chicago. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, oh, dang, oh, damn. It's all right, Courtney. It's all right.
The locker room didn't stay quiet. The veterans Reese called out Courtney Vandersloot, Rachel Banham. Ariel Atkins decided to respond publicly. A shocking move that showed just how deep the wounds ran.
You can tell it's just some turmoil going on in Chicago right now. And it kind of brings up the question, like, what is going to happen with Angel Reese at this point? I think she's done playing.
And more than anything, y'all, big picture-wise, this group, there would have been so many teams that would have folded with all we've been through. And we just kept getting better. And we kept getting tougher. And we kept becoming more resilient. And we kept figuring things out, right? Like, we've had like 7 new teams throughout the course of this season. and no matter what, we've been flexible, we've been accountable, we've put each other in positions to be successful, and we've continued to put one foot forward and stay the course.
But this wasn't just about words. Reese's performance on the court was falling apart. Despite missing games due to suspension and injury, she led the WNBA in turnovers. Her reckless fouls, her arguments with referees, and her technicals painted a picture of chaos, not leadership.
In the beginning of the season, you was missing mad layups. You was shooting like 27% on layups. I saw Ariel Atkins at the podium holding you down. I didn't see none of your teammates going in the media blasting your ass for not being able to make a damn layup. We haven't seen none of your teammates come out and flame you for how you was missing layups back to back to back to back to back. You had like 8 straight games where these dudes won hundreds of thousands of dollars betting that you would miss your first shot. None of your teammates came out and embarrassed you publicly. They held you down and supported you.
Then came the breaking point, a league suspension, just before her most anticipated matchup of the season against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. The rivalry that had fueled record ratings was now silenced. And instead of proving herself on the court, Reese's absence became the story.
I would be highly surprised if Angel Reese is on the Chicago Sky's roster come the start of the 2026 or the 2027 season. The Chicago Sky, they might be saying to themselves, Angel Reese just isn't worth the headache that she is causing. Great rebounder. As for everything else, she's not worth the headache that she's caused.
By now, the Chicago Sky weren't just frustrated. They were done. Reports surfaced that players preferred playing without Reese. Ariel Atkins admitted the suspension was handled the right way. Vandersloot refused to let her career be defined by rookie drama. Rachel Bannum made it clear support only goes so far when it's not mutual.
Well, it goes to show, if you're going to go at a legend, you better not miss. As we know, Angel Reese come out this week. She absolutely crushed her own teammates into the dust, and she even decided to go after a legend, the legendary Courtney Vandersloot, who, of course, blew out her ACL at the beginning of the season, and she is in the midst of making a comeback. And, of course, Angel Reese made some comments that were none too kind to a legend.
It says here, Tyler Marsh called it a top-down organizational decision, declined to share which comments were viewed as detrimental. Atkins implied the team supported the decision. Ownership handled it how they see fit. She told the Sun-Times, a shooter on Friday, they have full support from our team.
Angel Reese came into Chicago promising to be the savior. But instead, she has become a cautionary tale. The Sky were supposed to rebuild around her. Instead, they may already be preparing to move on. With her comparisons to Caitlin Clark fueling controversy and her own teammates publicly calling her out, Angel Reese is now fighting to save not just her season, but her reputation.
Can Sky Nation expect to see you back here next year?
Oh, absolutely. You know, contrary to what people say or think, my age is absolutely not a factor. I am coming back. I'm going to come back better than ever because that's what I've done. I put myself in a position to come back and compete even at this age.
Better than ever. Thank you so much, Sloot.
And we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Okay, we got another one on Tuesday, and in the playoffs, ain't nobody gonna want to see us. No one is gonna want to see us. That's right. Nobody. I'm not gonna sing it, but yes. So we continue to focus on competing to the standard, preparing to the standard. All right, and then we scare the hell out of this league. Hell yeah. Come on. Here we go. Hell yeah. 3, 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah.
So here's the question every WNBA fan is asking. Is Angel Reese the future of the Chicago Sky, or the reason they'll collapse? Betrayed by her own teammates, compared endlessly to Caitlin Clark, and haunted by her own words, Reese's next move could decide the fate of an entire franchise.
Angel Reese will be lucky if she has a third of the career that Courtney Vandersloot has had. I don't think it was Kennedy Carter that blew that locker room up. I think it was Angel Reese. There, I said it out loud. I think it was continuous drama.
Angel Reese came into the WNBA as one of the most hyped rookies in years. She was supposed to be Chicago's savior. But now, her own teammates are calling her out, the franchise is suspending her, and fans are wondering if she's already destroyed her future. How did one interview, one comparison to Caitlin Clark, and one fractured locker room flip Angel Reese's story from superstar to saboteur?
Chicago Sky values the safety, respect, and well-being of every player. We are committed to accountability so our players can stay focused on playing basketball. Because of statements detrimental to the team made by Angel Reese during league-mandated media, she will not play in the first half of the game on September 7th against the Las Vegas Aces. This matter has been handled and resolved internally, and we are moving forward as a team.
It all started with a single interview. Sitting down with the Chicago Tribune, Reese didn't just say the team needed improvement. She said her teammates weren't good enough. She openly questioned if a WNBA legend like Courtney Vandersloot was too old. She cast doubt on role players like Rachel Bannum and Hailey Van Lith. And then she demanded the front office bring in, quote, great players.
Angel Reese facing her first bit of accountability here in the WNBA. Unapologetically, Angel, the Chicago Sky don't care about any of that right now. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about go out and say what you want. Be unapologetic. They have no time for that. They have a business to run. They have teammates that they care about, players on the roster that they're looking for. You know what? We got to send a message. This isn't cool to Vandersloot. This isn't cool to Banham. This isn't cool to Hailey Van Lith. We got to show the other players on the roster we have your back as well.
The fallout was immediate. Vandersloot clapped back, saying her age was not a factor and that she was coming back better than ever. Rachel Bannum reminded Reese that when she was missing layups earlier in the season, no one publicly embarrassed her. They had her back. And Ariel Atkins tried to play mediator, but even her patience was running thin.
It's looking spooky in Chicago. Instead, Reese said she doesn't believe her teammates Rachel Bannum or Hailey Van Lith are capable of leading them to the leading the playoff team. Guard Ariel Atkins is another player on the Sky roster with WNBA championship experience. We are aware of it, Marsh stated. We are addressing it.
But words weren't the only problem. Reese was racking up turnovers at a league-leading pace despite missing weeks of action. Her technical fouls piled up. Her arguments with referees led to suspensions. The player who demanded better teammates wasn't holding up her own end of the bargain. Then came the breaking point. Reese was suspended for conduct detrimental to the team, and the timing couldn't have been worse. She missed a nationally televised matchup against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever the game fans had been circling for months. Instead of headlines about a rivalry, Reese's absence became the story.